I'm Kareem Johnson.
And I'm Paris Wells.
In tonight's newscast, we'll have details on the SGA Town Hall meeting from last Thursday.
And last week's robbery near Iggy's.
We'll also tell you more about the snow that we saw earlier today and whether there'll be any more on it on the way.
And we'll take a look at this past weekend's big football games.
That and more next on SLU-TV.
The images from Haiti are heartbreaking. Homes, hospitals, and schools destroyed. Families searching for loved ones. Parents trying to feed their children. But we can all do something. We can help the American Red Cross as it delivers the food, water, and medicine that can save lives. Donate $10 by texting Haiti to 90999. Visit redcross.org or call 1-800-RED-CROSS. Thanks for your help.
Tonight's big story is Thursday's SGA Town Hall meeting. The missing ingredient at that Town Hall meeting was the students. After running ads on the BSC digital signage and on the full-page ad in the University News, only about 5 to 10 people showed up for the event outside of SGA senators, student media, and university faculty, according to a head count by SGA. SLU News 22 spoke with SGA President Michael Harris before and after the event.
I really wish there would have been a lot more student participation, but in terms of what SGA got, I mean, it's great for us anytime we get to talk to the administrators.
University President Biondi echoed Harris's sentiments about the turnout.
I think we could have used more students because I think there were a number of tables that had some administrators, who were mainly with one or two other students. These things will grow. I think perhaps we should have them once a semester as opposed to like once a year.
Issues discussed range from the tuition increase for undergraduates, graduates, room and board rates, as well as the reorganization of the graduate school.
The other top story is a string of robberies on January 19th, where a pair of armed men allegedly robbed 3 SLU students. 2 robberies allegedly occurred around the village apartments in a matter of a few minutes early Tuesday morning around midnight. The first robbery was that of a male student in the quad area of the village apartments. The second robbery happened a few minutes later, where the same robber allegedly robbed another 2 students that were unloading groceries in the alley behind the academic. Michael Ware of St. Louis is being charged with 3 counts of first-degree robbery and 3 counts of armed criminal action. Ware is being held on a $125,000 bond.
meteorologist David Keller is here now with first weather. It was snowing this morning, and started blowing around. It got really, really cold. Are we going to be seeing more of this in the next few days?
We are going to be seeing more cold weather. However, I do have some good news. There is some sunshine in the forecast, but after that, more wintry weather to get to. Overnight tonight, outside right now, we are seeing temperatures in the lower 30s. A few snow showers still out there. The wind is blowing rather stiffly out of the west at 21 miles an hour. That is giving us a wind chill of 21 degrees. Now, around the area, temperatures have been falling from the middle 30s to the lower 30s throughout the afternoon. Temperatures are going to continue to fall overnight tonight to around a low of 25 degrees by the time you wake up tomorrow morning, with mostly cloudy skies and scattered flurries. But those clouds will be clearing, and I'll talk more about that when we get to the full forecast later in the newscast.
All right, thank you, David.
Sounds a bit chilly. Well, are you interested in fencing? The St. Louis University Fencing Club will be having their first meeting for beginners on Thursday, January 28th at 6:15 in the Simon Rec Center.
In the fall of 2010, SLU will have a new dorm. The flats at 374 will be administered to by Housing and Resident Life starting on March 1st. The current rents at the flats will be integrated with the SLU's room and board per semester pricing. There will be more details in Thursday's University News.
If you play a string instrument, the SLU String Orchestra wants you. St. Louis University faculty, physicians, staff, and students who play string instruments are invited to join the St. Louis University String Orchestra at 7 p.m. every Thursday in the refectory in Duberg Hall. The St. Louis String Orchestra is open to anyone from SLU who has played violin, viola, cello, or bass for at least 3 years. No addition is required. The St. Louis University String Orchestra is a collaborative project between SLU's music program, the School of Medicine, St. Louis University Cancer Center, and the St. Louis Symphony Orchestra. For more information on how to get involved, visit sluconnection.com.
Kelly Dunn of the University News has reported that SGA is considering a new fee for students called the wellness fee. Students are currently charged $50 for a recreation fee that helps fund the operations of the Simon Rec Center. The student wellness fee would be combined with the recreation fee and increase that fee by $40. You can read more about that in Kelly Dunn's article in the News on Stands Now.
When we come back, how much texting is too much?
And the neighboring university has an eye to the future. We'll have more on that after the break, so stay with us.
The images from Haiti are heartbreaking. Homes, hospitals, and schools destroyed. Families searching for loved ones. Parents trying to feed their children. But we can all do something. We can help the American Red Cross as it delivers the food, water, and medicine that can save lives. Donate $10 by texting Haiti to 90999. Visit redcross.org or call 1-800-RED-CROSS.
Welcome back. Ask yourself this question. How often do you text on your phone? Emily Tedfer of St. Charles sends nearly 20,000 text messages a month, or about 600 texts. That's 20,000 messages a year, or about 600 texts a month. Among the teens who say they text, the average number of text messages they send and receive in a month is about 3,500. Based on a query in the Kaiser Family Foundation's recent report on children and media use, with the spread of smartphones and popularity of unlimited texting plans, the use of text messaging has skyrocketed. AT&T's data from the third quarter of 2007 show that nearly 66 million subscribers sent 24 billion text messages. 2 years later, the most recent third quarter, about 82 million users sent about 120 billion texts.
SLU may not be the only university with its own stadium. The Post-Dispatch is reporting that Lindenwood University is in the early stages of purchasing the family arena from St. Charles County, Missouri. Lindenwood President Jim Evans told the paper on Friday that they would be exploring the idea, but no deal has been hammered out. A purchase of the family arena could pave the way for upgrades to the school's sports programs. The family arena has about 11,000 seats, more than 3 times the capacity of the Highland Arena on campus, where the Lindenwood basketball team plays now. The school last year hired Brad Sodenberg, former basketball coach at St. Louis University in Wisconsin, as its coach. Evans said the school is considering applying for NCAA Division II status, a move up from the school's current NAIA membership. He said 21 sports, including basketball and football, would be involved.
Topping national headlines, President Obama's job approval ratings are now tied at 47%. Looking deeper at the Gallup poll numbers, the president's approval among Democrats is still strong at 82% and sharply down among Republicans at 18%, down from 41% during his inauguration last January.
Arizona Republican Senator John McCain stated on CBS's Face the Nation on Sunday that the movement he led to reform how political campaigns are financed is dead. McCain says the Supreme Court has spoken on the constitutionality of political contributions by corporations. The Arizona Republican had sought to regulate them with the landmark campaign finance law he wrote with Senator Russell Feingold, Democrat from Wisconsin. Last week, the Supreme Court ruled that corporations may spend as freely as they like to support or oppose candidates for president and Congress, reports the Associated Press.
A United Airlines flight from Washington to Las Vegas was diverted to Denver on Saturday night after a passenger tried to open a cabin door, reports the Washington Post. Passengers subdued the man and was removed at the Denver airport. United Flight 223, an Airbus, was carrying 129 passengers and a crew of 5 when it left Dulles International Airport shortly after 5 p.m., an airline spokesman said. It landed safely in Denver about 6:45 Eastern Time.
Al-Qaeda leader Osama bin Laden issued a new audio message on Sunday claiming responsibility for the Christmas Day bombing attempt in Detroit and has vowed further attacks, reports the Associated Press. However, U.S. officials and several researchers who track terrorist groups said there was no indication bin Laden or any of his top lieutenants had anything to do or even knew in advance of the Christmas plot by a Yemen-based group that is one of the several largely independent Al-Qaeda franchises.
A CBS News poll released on Saturday states that 59% of Americans think that the federal government is not adequately prepared to deal with a major earthquake. 34% said the government is prepared. The poll found that the geographic region didn't affect respondents' views on the government's preparedness. Westerners had the most confidence in the government, with 38% thinking it could handle a major quake. Midwesterners were the least confident, with 4 geographic groups with 31% having confidence in federal preparedness. Men, however, expressed more confidence than women did in federal preparedness, with 40% of males surveyed giving the government a thumbs up over 29% of women. Of those who thought the government lacks in preparedness, 62% of women gave the thumbs down, over 55% of men. 8 in 10 Americans expect a major earthquake here in the next 20 years. including 44% who say such an earthquake is very likely.
A man has been rescued alive from the rubble of a ruined hotel in Port-au-Prince 11 days after the Haiti earthquake, which has claimed thousands of lives. The man was found just hours after the Haitian government declared a formal end to the search of survivors. Onlookers cheered as Wisman Exantis, smiling and apparently in a good condition, emerged on a stretcher from what remains the Napoli Inn Hotel. He later told reporters that soft drinks and snacks had kept him going.
As a reminder, here's a short list of organizations you can donate to help relief efforts. And we don't have that graphic, but if you go to SLU-TV.slu.edu or click on news and here are those graphics right now. You can donate to the Red Cross at redcross.org or text Haiti to 90999, UNICEF at unicef.org, Partners in Health at PIH.org, Clinton Bush Haiti Fund at clintonbushhaitifund.org, Yeli Haiti, and you can go to the website and find out more. And when we come back,
what will happen on Wednesday with Apple? A new tablet PC or something else?
And who won at the Screen Actors Guild Awards, we'll tell you when we come back.
We saw a little bit of snow this afternoon, just affirming that winter is indeed back. We still haven't seen the sun as of yet this week. Is it ever going to come out? There is more wintry weather ahead for the rest of the week. The sun does come out later. All that and more coming up in weather right after the break.
The images from Haiti are heartbreaking. Homes, hospitals, and schools destroyed. Families searching for loved ones. Parents trying to feed their children. But we can all do something. We can help the American Red Cross as it delivers the food, water, and medicine that can save lives. Donate $10 by texting Haiti to 90999. Visit redcross.org or call 1-800-RED-CROSS. Thanks for your help.
Welcome back to SLU News 22. David is here with a look at the upcoming weather week. I know it's been frightfully cold walking from class to class the past couple of days. What's in store for this week?
We do have more cold temperatures in store. It was very cold today, in fact, especially with those blustery west and northwest winds that made it feel much colder than it actually was. Wind chills this afternoon were down into the teens with some of those stronger winds. The high today was 35 degrees. That occurred earlier in the morning before those northwest winds began to pick up, which brought our temperatures down into the lower 30s. Out at Lambert, they saw a high of 36. That is just below average. Our normal high for this time of year is 38 degrees. We will be seeing even colder temperatures than that over the next couple of days. Winter is back. We have not seen the sun for a couple of days, but we are going to see the sun tomorrow afternoon, hopefully, but there is more wintry weather after that and some sun this weekend. I apologize, we did see this earlier. Here are the temperatures from this afternoon. We were in the middle to lower 30s across the area with temperatures falling on that strong west-northwest wind. You can see on our satellite and radar there were quite a few snow showers across the area, especially to our north. We did see some snow flurries this afternoon with some of that thicker cloud cover. Those clouds and snow flurries are going to be moving away overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. We'll wake up to mostly cloudy skies and perhaps still a few scattered flurries, but those will move away pretty quickly during the morning hours and leave us with a partly cloudy day for the first time in quite a while. However, on Wednesday, as that high pressure is in control with those partly sunny skies, the high pressure will be shifting away to our east, giving way to this storm system that is building off to our south and west. It'll be that moved really fast. That'll be pushing along mainly to our south. It could push some wintry weather into the area Wednesday night into Thursday, but it looks like the most significant winter weather is going to be to our south. But that could change. We could see a northern trend in the storm track over the next couple of days, so you'll just have to stay tuned to the forecast on SLU-TV. When you wake up in the morning, 25 degrees, blustery west-northwest winds, wind chills will be in the lower teens. By noontime, temperatures will climb to about 30 degrees. The sky will be slowly clearing out, so the sun should come out for the afternoon hours. And we'll see a high around 35 degrees. That is once again below normal, with mostly sunny skies and those blustery west winds continuing for your afternoon hours, giving us some pretty cold wind chills. By 8 p.m., temperatures will fall back to 29 degrees, and those winds will be slowly relaxing as we go through the evening hours. Here is your 7-day forecast for Tuesday. Once again, a high of 35 degrees. On Wednesday, a high of 38, but that storm system pushes in from the south. It looks like the major precipitation will remain to our south, but we could see some sort of a wintry mix Wednesday night into Thursday with some light snow showers during the afternoon on Thursday with a very cold high of 27, down to 9 degrees Friday morning with a high of 25, only 23 on Saturday before we begin to rebound for the beginning of next week. So we do have another shot of winter to deal with over the next week or so. So we'll have to deal with winter again, I guess.
Wow, it's kind of discouraging seeing this. You get sun, but it's 9 degrees, but you don't get sun, and it's 50. It's getting
The warm weather, it was cloudy, and it's cold and it's sunny. We'll take the sun, I guess.
Yeah, I can live with the sun.
That too.
All right, thank you, David. On Wednesday, Apple is expected to release the much-hyped iTablet, or whatever they're calling it. There is also rumors about an iPhone 4G and its accompanying operating system, but the biggest news could be the end of the iPhone exclusivity to AT&T. Speculation also includes the possibility of the tablet being offered on a subsidized wireless plan from AT&T and Verizon.
The New York Times is reporting that the Chinese government has issued a bristling response earlier today to the United States demanding that it investigate recent attacks on Google from Chinese soil, saying that any suggestion that it conducted or condoned the hackers' intrusion was groundless and aims to denigrate China. China's reaction to the issue, at first muted, has turned caustic since Friday, a day after Secretary of State Hillary Rodham Clinton called for Beijing to conduct a transparent inquiry into the attack. Mrs. Clinton also singled out China's internet censorship as a threat to the free flow of information.
Quentin Tarantino's Inglourious Basterds has won its biggest award so far after taking the top prize of the Screen Actors Guild Awards. The Best Actor and Best Actress awards went to Jeff Bridges for Crazy Heart and Sandra Bullock for The Blind Side. Newcomer Monique won for Best Supporting Actress for playing against type as an abusive mother in Precious. The 1960s television series Mad Men took the Television Drama Award, while Glee won the comedy equivalent in its first season.
As of Monday morning, James Cameron's Avatar is now the top-grossing international release of all time. Following the weekend's ticket sales, the sprawling sci-fi epic slipped past Cameron's 1997 hit Titanic in overseas earnings, not including North America. With $1.288 billion compared to the doomed cruise ship's $1.242 billion, Reuters has reported. The biggest movie of all time in North America, adjusted for inflation, is 1939's Gone with the Wind, with sales of almost $1.5 billion, according to tracking firm Box Office Mojo. Avatar ranks number 26 by that measure.
A little later on, we'll tell you where the U.S. Census will be starting.
And we'll take a closer look at our Billikens and national sports teams. Stay with us.
The images from Haiti are heartbreaking. Homes, hospitals, and schools destroyed. Families searching for loved ones. Parents trying to feed their children. But we can all do something. We can help the American Red Cross as it delivers the food, water, and medicine that can save lives. Donate $10 by texting Haiti to 90999. Visit redcross.org or call 1-800-RED-CROSS. Thanks for your help.
And we thank you for staying with us. Paris is going to give you sports now, and there's a lot of stuff happening over the weekend.
A lot of stuff happening. The big sports tour this time of year, the Super Bowl, is right around the corner. This weekend we saw two incredibly entertaining conference championships games, but both home teams and both favorites came out on top. In the AFC, the Jets pulled out in front of the Colts in Indianapolis, but saw a third-quarter lead vanish as quickly as it was built. Peyton Manning and the Indianapolis Colts went on to win the game 30-17 and will return to the Super Bowl for the second time in 4 years. In the NFC, the Big Easy is headed to their first ever major championship. The city of New Orleans has never sent a sports team to a major national championship, and that all changed Sunday night. The Saints and the Vikings battled for a full 60 minutes, and even that wasn't enough. It took a New Orleans field goal in the overtime to give the Saints a 31-28 victory and their first ever trip to the Super Bowl. The game was possibly the final goodbye for legendary quarterback Brett Favre. He threw 2 interceptions in the game, including what might be the last pass of his career. The 41-year-old said he felt this season was one of his strongest, and he is unsure of where he will be next year. Meanwhile, the Saints will be in Miami in 2 weeks to take on the Colts in the Super Bowl. Right here on SLU's campus, the Billikens basketball team continued their Atlantic 10 streak with a 75-48 romping of Fordham at Chaffetz Arena last Wednesday. 4 different Billikens scored double digits, and the win brought SLU to a 3-1 conference record. Brian Conklin led the team with 15 points. Willie Reed and Quamaine Mitchell both scored double figures, and new Australian youngster Cody Ellis got on the board for 14 points. The Billikens now gear up for a long road trip with the games at George Washington on Wednesday and Richmond on Saturday this week. The women's basketball team was dealt a tough hand this week, drawing the nationally ranked Xavier Musketeers. The ladies from Xavier beat the Lady Bills handily 92-50 in front of a large crowd at the Cintas Center in Cincinnati. The women are coming home though Wednesday night when they take on Temple at 7 o'clock at Chaffetz. They will be followed by another tough road game this weekend in Charlotte. Finally, SLU says goodbye to their longtime, very well-respected soccer coach Dan Donegan. Donegan has served the Billikens as head men's soccer coach for 9 years, including over 100 total wins. In those 9 years, the Billikens made the NCAA tournament 7 times. In his final season this fall, the Billikens won the Atlantic 10 title and returned to the NCAA tournament for the 4th straight season. Donegan willingly resigned from his post at SLU and will begin next fall as head men's soccer coach at Rutgers University in New Jersey, his home state.
And good luck to Coach Donegan in New Jersey. And when we come back, we will tell you where the first town will have its census taken. So stay with us. Finally tonight, ever wonder who the first person to be counted by the U.S. Census Bureau is? Well, that answer is Clifton Jackson, a World War II veteran and oldest resident of the town of Norvik, Alaska, in the remote northwest part of the state. Census Bureau Director Robert Groves arrived today to count the first household in the Inupiat Eskimo community of 650. The census team was taken to the village by sled dog teams driven by school children. The town of Norvik is just north of the Arctic Circle, and well, I always wanted to know who got counted first. Well, now I know, and
we're going to be having some weather that's similar to what they might experience in the Arctic Circle in springtime, anyway. We'll have some very wintry weather over the next couple of days. High temperatures are going to be in the middle 30s. There they are. High temperatures will be in the middle 30s for the next couple of days, falling into the 20s by Thursday and Friday, with a chance for some wintry precipitation. Now, of course, if we were at the Arctic Circle, those numbers would be well below zero. But it's going to feel.
It feels the same.
It's going to feel
It just
very
feels
cold anyway, especially after the warm weather we had last week. So just a little bit more winter to get through before we have some warmer weather for the weekend.
all right.
I think we can do it.
Yeah. All right, and thank you, David, again. And we thank you for joining us. You can keep up with us on SLU-TV.slu.edu, and on Twitter. You can also keep up with our content partner, the University News, at unewsonline.com. This is SLU News 22, and we'll see you back here next week.
Wait, can you e-cycle that? Last year, over 1.84 million tons of TVs, cell phones, and computers were thrown out, mostly in landfills. Before trashing your e-waste, check and see if there's a recycle program near your campus. If not, start a program and donate your old computers, TVs, phones, and other equipment today.